Hi there. My name is Roger Janes, and I am the new Stewardship and Gifts Officer for your region. It is my pleasure to have the opportunity to work with you and to work with the leaders from your communities of faith. I'm from Newfoundland and Labrador, and for the last 23 years, I have been a stewardship staff, starting first as conference stewardship staff in Newfoundland and Labrador. And 5 years ago, I began my present position as Stewardship and Gifts Officer for the Atlantic regions. This fall, I'm pleased to include 3 new regions, including yours. I thought it might be helpful if I share with you what I perceive my role to be and how I might be a resource to you. I see my goal as providing resources and support to communities of faith and leaders in 3 key areas: congregational stewardship and growing generosity, mission and service and the ministry we do together as a denomination, and planned giving. Included under planned giving, I also provide resources and information around the United Church Foundation, as well as congregational investment. The best way to reach me, to get information, or to set up a consultation is either by email, and there's my United Church email address, or by my cell phone, which also has an answering service, also available there. I see how I will work with your communities of faith and with your region as, like all of us, as being mostly online. And so I am available to do some coaching with communities of faith, to offer workshops to areas or to individual communities of faith, as well as to share webinars that I'm involved in. I also want to share with you that I'm available to work one-on-one with communities of faith, and that I'm also, as the gifts officers of old, available to work with congregations to help set up legacy gift plans and programs. And I'm available to individuals who may either want more information about a specific type of planned gift or who want to make a gift. People have asked me, where can we find stewardship resources online these days? And I want to share with you 3 main websites. For all our congregational stewardship resources based on best practices, the best place is still the Stewardship Toolkit resource, that website. I will share with you that our plan is to move these congregational stewardship resources to the main page of the United Church website. And our hope is to do that over the next month. So stay tuned. Our mission and service resources have already migrated to the United Church main website. And if you click on the main page, down a little towards the bottom, you'll find a mission service area. Click on that and it'll take you to all the latest resources. I'd also point you in the direction of the United Church YouTube website for mission and service videos. For resources around planned giving and the United Church Foundation, congregational investment and such, 2 places. The United Church Foundation webpage is a great resource, and a lot of material is also found on the Stewardship Toolkit. Under congregational stewardship, I want to share with you that for the last number of years, 6 I think, we've been providing a resource, a campaign stewardship, complete resource called Called to Be the Church. And that resource has been updated and adapted by people's feedback and created new every year. And so we have another new one coming out at the end of this year for 2021. The theme is Discipleship is Stewardship. And this year we've got a couple of changes, but first of all, it has the same format and the same layout as in the past. It has 5 complete stewardship worships, including sermon and prayers and so forth. It has materials to help you set up and advertise your program, materials to help individuals discern their own gifts and to make a pledge for the coming year. and resources to help evaluate the program. A new piece this year that we're excited about is the opportunity to offer coaching and companionship to communities of faith who are undergoing this program. So you'll have an opportunity to meet, in this case with me, to help you work through how to best adapt the program to your needs and to your individual community of faith, and how to evaluate the program. Through this year, we've learned a lot about being the church in COVID-19. And one of the things that we've really done a lot of soul searching around is around our resources for mission and service. And in particular, our primary resource, our most popular resource, which is Minutes for Mission. And you'll recall that every year, late in the year, you receive a booklet, your community of faith, with about 52 stories. Okay, and the intention was that every week, please God, you would stand before someone would stand before the congregation and share the good news of how lives were touched by the ministry we do together through mission and service. One of the disadvantages of the minutes for mission as we've done them is we can't adapt to the situation as it is. And we live in incredibly changing times. And so those minutes were prepared about a year in advance, and it takes a long process to get there. So we're changing all that this year. We're changing the format so that we can both use these minutes in new ways, not just in Sunday worship, but also so that we can adapt to the circumstances really quickly. So what you'll receive at the end of this year is 8 evergreen stories. So 8 meaningful stories of lives that are touched by our gifts to mission and service. And they'll also include videos and slides. And they'll also be adapted in shorter versions that you can use in social media or attached to your website or to a bulletin insert. The other thing that I really am excited about these new minutes for mission is no longer now are they can be just used in worship. You can use them in meetings as well as in personal and community devotions. Because this year, the minutes for mission will also include a scripture reading and a prayer. So that's exciting. And so some people have said, so we're only going to get 8 minute for missions for 2021. And no, there will be other minutes for mission that you'll receive and that you'll be able to avail of throughout the year. Ones for special seasons and other ones that are created that fit the context at a specific time or a particular emergency or something is happening. And so they'll constantly throughout 2021 be new minutes for mission created and made available to you. Speaking of mission and service, I want to take this opportunity to thank each of you as leaders of the region and leaders within your communities of faith, to thank you for your generosity and gifts to mission and service, but also to thank you for the leadership that you provide in sharing the story of how lives are touched near and far, and how we together as a denomination are literally changing the world. Thank you so very much. I want to share with you that these days, mission and service is in a bit of a challenging situation. Many of you may know that. Nationally, our mission service is down 18%. Our hope is that this is temporary and that some of the 18% or $2 million is because of late transfers. But nonetheless, the work we do, the ministry we provide through mission and service is crucial and incredibly important work. And so we would ask you to continue to lift up mission and service, to continue to encourage people to give or to begin to give to mission and service, and to ask your communities of faith to, when possible and as soon as possible, to transfer their mission service dollars. I want to share with you that the news coming out of your region is not nearly as dire. You folks are down only half of 18%, or 9.8 actually. And so that is somewhat good news, but nonetheless still challenging. And again, I encourage you to continue to lift up mission and service. I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to serve with you. I'd ask you to please be in touch, to to share the resources with your congregations. And if I can be of any help to you, please be in touch. I want to leave you with one of our new resources for mission and service. It's a short video for the Thanksgiving season. Please share it widely, and we'll get someone now to play it. Here is the URL. Thank you so much, and best wishes for the rest of your meeting.